Hi everyone, Zaras here today with you for the second time on this schedule. So for our evening game, we're there. Oh, fun. Okay, so look at this track. I don't know. I don't know if you guys watched my video on Darklings, as Alarm said he did, but if you did, you can see that this is a very good track for Darklings. You have all you want there. You have the Sanctuary in round 2, you have the coins event in round 1, you have Temple's a bit late maybe, but that's very fine and you'll be able to do coins. And it's even the worker income from the stronghold. So do I like dwarves here? Yeah, it's true that with the coin event in round 1 and the spade event in round 3, dwarves can be interesting. It will be a bit of a change from NG. Alright, I'm with you, Rickery. Let's go dwarves. Okay, Darklings. The big decision we have to do here is where we start. So often, as I said in the ultimate guide, when swarmlings are there, it's really unlikely that they will start here. So I often like the center start. However, that means using a priest round 1 to dig this hex because we don't want to leave it to Fakirs. And that means not sending a priest, probably not sending a priest to Earth, which we will really like to do. And then the other question is, where does go the second dwelling? Do we split it there or here? Here it's much more possible to connect, because we also have the southern way to do it. However, here is more leech, so that's interesting. I think I prefer here, yeah, because the shipping, past shipping bonus is there. We may want to extend shipping a lot, and this usually implies that you get an access to the sea and advance shipping more, I think. So yeah, we'll do center first, or do we? We can do east first. Of course, there's also the danger that swarming start here, and if you start swarming start here, I prefer to be here. Yeah, that's something to consider. If swarming starts here, and I'm here, you can take this hex round 1, and then I will have 2 places where I kind of have to do a sanctuary to have it down, unless I do bridge or I triple dig this hex or something weird like that, and I really don't wish to have that. So maybe here and here. It's gonna be so harder to connect though. I mean, yeah, especially if swarming start here and Fakir start here, say, it could be really hard. I think I'll play it safe and go here. Yeah. I know swarming are likely to go west. It's true, but what do I do if he doesn't? That has to be taken into account. Yeah. because that could be really bad. I think it's too risky. I have to go here. Alright, so not an ideal setting either. Because I'll have to use my priest again to dig here, and I would like to use this priest to send it to the earth, but what do you want? Maybe, yeah, still the same problem. I could have done an all East start, but again, if Swarming start here, then the all East start is really crap. Yeah, so Swarmlings did go west. And Fakir didn't go here. We always have still the opportunity to just go around here and back here to kind of connect south if we need to. Alright, do we want the Stronghold bonus or the Worker bonus? Both are interesting. Swarmlings will be really happy if I let them to have this. I think I will though. Power is kind of more flexible and I don't think I'll build a Stronghold this turn. So yeah, that will be fine. One thing I didn't consider before going here is that Fakir is playing before, so we could take like the shipping or the past shipping bonus just for the power and dig this hex. I think it's unlikely because this bonus is not very good for him, but it's possible. Maybe that's the right move. I don't know. It will change a lot the game if he does that, because then this dueling we kind of we'll just leave it sit there for now. Use it just as kind of departing spot to ship to these two hexes and try to go west later, east later here, and more develop this area. So very, very different game. I wonder what he will do. I think with Fakir here it's kind of an interesting idea. So an interesting wow. So Swarmling sorry, but I just can't believe that Swarmling didn't go for the Stronghold Sanctuary bonus. Very, very surprised. Meaning now. I wonder, I think he has two options here, I think. Either it goes with this, which is kind of the sensible bonus to get, because you want Worker early on, or he goes for the past shipping to have a dig with his first move. We'll see. Yeah, you're probably right. That's Swarmling one for the shipping bonus to make sure to secure the double spade action. It's not super good for us because it probably means that he's going there, meaning that he'll close very fast our connections path here. If we want to connect, we'll have to think of going probably south. Okay, so this hex will be secure at least. At least we have that. Again, with Darklings, I mean, connecting is an option, but it should not be the only option. Usually, connecting is kind of one possibility if everything go well. Then, I mean, you keep that open and at the right time you connect. But the main plan should be, I think, in this kind of game, to get a good position on key calls, and then to so Fac here is getting power, and I'm giving him some, so I don't want him to be able to dig that hex, so I'll dig it with my first move. That was the plan. Was the ID. And hopefully then I can get the priest action to send it on the earth. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm going for. We'll have the difficult question of where do we do the temple, here or here. Here it has the advantage of not giving dwarves any power. Here it has the advantage of getting much more power from dwarves. So yeah, we'll see. Yeah, I'm not sure I'm going for a round 3 SA town though. It's true that since I want a SA town in the middle, I want that spot, so it's a very key spot. But since that to get the SA town here, it will require 2 trading posts, and we have 2 more trading post event coming. So do you want to build 2 trading posts here? Not sure. Not sure. I mean, yeah, you get 5 points for the town event, but you lose 6 points from not building your trading post at this point, and you probably slow down your economy a lot. So that's kind of a situation where you have to think twice, I think. Alright, so here we have an interesting dilemma. Do we go for the priest, or do we go for the trading post max leeching? I think that if we go for the trading post to max leeching, we put it there, because that's where we're going to have leech. If we go for the priest, we'd rather put our trading post here, because dwarves will already be upgraded and we don't want to give them power. Hello, banana fish. Yeah, go Darklings. It's the channel ultimate guide that is up, so wanted to put a little extra to play them. And again, so Darklings you want to play, usually you want to send your early priest to cold, that's almost always what I do, but this is maybe a special special circumstance where this hex is so key that I felt that I needed to get it as up whenever it was possible. So yeah, so as predicted, Swarmling is going there, meaning that our connection pad this way will be very difficult, which is fine. I mean, yeah, we can look for possibilities to connect south, but maybe we don't connect, and it can be still very, very alright. Now, do we go for the priest here? Or do we go for the trading post? I think I prefer the priest. I mean, priest to earth here is really strong. Dwarves went earth 1. It's one of these situations where Earth 2 might be tempting. So Swarmlings here clearly doesn't have, I don't think he'll have enough for a temple. It's 5 workers for for the stronghold, and 3 more workers for the temple, so he doesn't have enough. Meaning that will be tempting to go for Earth 2, and especially if we can find a way to play Sanctuary with our first move. That's only, of course, if we pass before Swarmling, and I'm not. So we have 1, 2, 3. We have 3 moves remaining, and Swarmling has 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So yeah, we should be able to pass before Swarmlings. So yeah, I would say that Earth 1 is definitely a possibility. Earth 2 is definitely a possibility here, trying to max the points from this event, the coins from this event. It's not impossible that dwarves will go for 5 power to 1 priest here, so I'm tempted to... Oh, Swarmling is playing before us. Never mind. So Swarmling is passing before us, I think. Still have the question of whether we do our Sanctuary here. I'm still tempted just to get these 2 leech. And there's possibility that dwarves use a spade here. It's giving a lot of power to dwarves. It's giving him 4 power to get 2 more. It's probably, well, maybe more than 2 more in the course of the game, but I think the wise decision is to do a temple here, and if that's what we're doing, we might as well just send a priest to Earth just to be sure that we get it. Again, we'd really love to go Earth 2 here, but not sure it's gonna be possible. Because I think Swarmling, he has 2 moves left and I have 2 indies playing before me. So unless Swarmling is going for some kind of power action, oh boy, that will hurt Swarmlings a lot. And probably dwarves too. I understand that this was available, but it's not a key hex for dwarf, I think. The thing is, you can really well do a town here, maybe even with a bridge there. And a jump that early is kind of very costly. So I wonder now. I mean, Science Dwarf spent a lot of resources doing this. Maybe we don't worry too much about giving him power, thinking that we will get some, and that's what is important. Yes, so it's kind of an aggressive move. It's making Swarmlings pay for not taking that hex while it was possible for him, but I think the using workers early for dwarves can be very expensive, especially here he didn't have enough to build. Maybe he could have built actually. Yeah. Probably over aggressive, yeah. So I think in these circumstances I'm less afraid to give him power. Yeah. Yeah, probably. I think to make it work, he has at least to transform 9 power into 1 worker, 6 power into, well, 3 power into 1 worker, so burning 3 power, spending 6 power from Bolt 2 to get to build here. I don't know how the mechanic of the site work. I think that if he didn't build if he didn't build here yet, I don't know if he still can while it's still his turn. Well, for sure. Yeah, I that's always a tip that I think is good for a new player, that it's really not a war game. You have to play with others. So he did jump there. Okay. In many ways, Terra Mystica is a trading game. It's much more a commercial game than a war game. So you're trading powers with neighbors. That's what you're doing. And often, yeah, well, this is a territorial move. I mean, that's something that he wanted to have position on. It will, considering that there's a town in round 3, perhaps it will make it easier for him to build a town here. This hex is pretty sure to get it, unless somehow I will be the main threat to this hex, but usually he will be able to get it. Maybe he could be afraid of Fakir's jumping here. So things are going to be timed well for Swarmlings. Fakir is going to pass, and Swarmling is going to pass for the Stronghold and Sanctuary bonus. Probably the bonus he wanted. I doubt he will be able to do a Sanctuary. That will be 8 workers. He's producing a lot, so 5, 6, 7. So not that far from it. But it's also taking 14 coins, and that I think he will be very far from. So Dwarf is passing probably for the coins. Fakir will be passing for the spade. Swarmling will be passing for the Stronghold. What do we pass for? Not that many exciting stuff remaining. I mean, there's a worker here that we might want. Or there's mainly power in these 2 bonus. Yeah, maybe he could, but if you get the 7 gold, yeah, maybe he will. I don't know. I'm still tempted to go Earth 2 here. I'm still tempted to go Earth 2, and maybe if Swarmling go Earth 1, then we can go for kind of more aggressive game with Fire 1. Let's do it. Let's try it. That's a very aggressive plan. Well, I will have the SA one way or another, because I'll probably pass for the worker. So let's go R2. It's fun. Yeah, hopefully. So yeah, as predicted, Swarmlings pass for this. Went R2, so what I think we do here, I think we pass for this bonus. And that will give us the opportunity to not just build a sanctuary, but also an extra dwelling, so that's pretty good. And again, we'll see. Maybe Swarming go for H1 here, but it's not the end of the world if he does. Actually, that will be kind of a fun game. If I can go Fire 1 and Earth 2, I'm almost tempted to try to do it, even if Swarming doesn't go for the temple. I think it's the kind of track where you can do it. I was hoping to send a priest on fire though. So now it's done. Well, the good thing is I can go for the 7 coin action also. So, yeah, I suppose if Swarming could go for the 7 coin action, then what? Honestly, I think I prefer that Swarming go for Earth 1 and leave me the 7 coin action, then I get Earth 1. Yeah, I did debate, I'm reading the comment, and yeah, earlier I did debate passing for the Stronghold bonus, but no, it doesn't work. That. So I did go for the coins. I think that's a wise move from him. All right. I suppose Earth 1 is the sensible pick still. Fire 1 was exciting, but let's go Earth 1. Okay, so Dwarfs complete his town opportunity, and here the temple will kind of pay off. I mean, I'll get a lot of leech from that. The temple and the decision to go here will pay off because I'll get a lot of leech from it. So yeah, it's a good question, a good debate here on the chat about the question of whether Swarmlings should sacrifice power. I used to think that they should really save their power because otherwise it's not fully efficient. They will get too much when they pass and will kind of lose opportunity, but I think I've changed on that. I think often for Swarmlings it's the value you get out of the 2 spade early on kind of worth losing some power later on. The thing is, I know it's kind of, and that's actually very true for all Terra Mystica. Terra Mystica is a game where you don't want to be too obsessive about min-maxing everything. It's very much a game about choices. And if you're kind of too obsessed, and I know I'm really this kind of personality, kind of really too obsessed about optimizing everything, sometimes you'll focus on things that are not that important in the end. And that's pretty much the case with Swarmling power management. Yes, it's not optimal to go as low as 6 power token early on, but the truth is, in the long game, it's not that important. Alright, I'll take this hex here. Probably still do a town next turn, go for the 2 key town or something like that. And hopefully I can pass early to have the 7 coin action. It's kind of the plan here. Right? I know what changed my mind about Swarmling's power management. It's a game that I've seen from Xevac. And Xevac went, his first move, he burned 6 power and used a double spade. And that was with having the spade bonus in his pocket. So even with the spade bonus, first move he does, or second move he does, I had to do some leeching obviously, but he went for the double spade action. Burning 6 power. If you can find this game, I don't have it close by, but you can find it on the Board Game Geek forum somewhere. It's a Resnick post. So Resnick did a full game, full analysis of this game. It's very, very well done, very exciting. Yes, absolutely famous Board Game Geek thread. So I really recommend that you dig for that and look at this. It's a very enlightening way. I know it kinds of, when I read this post, I thought, okay, now I understand much better how to play Swarmlings. Yeah, I don't have it at hand, but I'm pretty sure it's on the strategy forum of Terra Mystica on the Board Game Geek forum. If you go to try, if you dig for a Resnick post, you probably can find it. Oh, good. So Lumen found it. So Xevac is this fan, like, I think I talk about him every week. The legendary Terra Mystica player, who is a true magician at this game. And here you have the chance of having another very strong player who analyzes game. That's true. If you're not used to the setup, to the Snailman interface, it's not pretty to look at, not very tempting to consider. But if you take a little time to get used to it, you may discover that actually it beats, to me it beats any other site, that any other UI, because it's really clear, it's really simple. Everything is well positioned. You can see a lot of information without having to scroll or click. I think overall it's the best interface, even if it's not pretty. Yeah, exactly. So it's a kind of really minimal interface. And yeah, I totally understand people who have a hard time. I remember going first on Snellman. I was like, "Wash, what's this? I don't want to be here." But once you get used to it, I think it's very good. And to me, I don't know if there's chess player around here among you, but it's the same with chess. I mean, in chess, you don't want a flashy 3D board to play online. You want a simple two-dimensional board because what it is, it's a representation of abstract concept, and you want the clearer and slicker representation of these concepts possible. All right, so we pass here, I think. Probably for the worker. Do we expect to have any leech until next time? Maybe from Fakir. So maybe we had an extra power. And we take the worker. Yeah. So next time we'll have something interesting. And next turn we'll have something interesting. I mean, we'll have 6 workers and 11 coins. Meaning that we have enough for a temple and a trading post. And I'm very tempted to go for that. It might be a little greedy. Barrage, I don't know that game. So yeah, I was right. Fakir was planning to build a trading post, so conversion will have me another power. That's something, when I say that I'm maniac about optimizing, that's something else, right? The power here. Right. So, yeah, doing a temple and a trading post, it does seem strong, right? Does it mean I'm giving up network? Not necessarily. Right, so 7 coin action, that's no-brainer. Hopefully I'll be able to send a priest to water, but that's far from being certain. Again, so those of you who are following the Darkling series, that's something that is coming up. Something I've already mentioned, actually. I think part of the strength of the Darklings, strangely, is their start. So the fact that they start with the priest, and they start with, make them, of course, quick on the cult track, but they're cult bump here. The fact that they have water and they have earth to start with. I think the result of that is that kind of makes it easier to perform well on the cult track, because it synchronizes, synergize well with the point fever that you want to take, so water one and earth one. And I think that's part of why Darklings are strong, actually. So, other possibility is that we build 2 trading posts for the town, and we build 2 dwellings, which will get a better economy for sure. I mean, now that dwarves, so the plan of going up in water is kind of dead. I feel that maybe this will be better. I suppose Fakir is planning to hard dig the brown, because I'm pretty sure he really wants a town here. So I also wonder if it's one of these rare cases where the 2 key town is not that important. For example, will it be better to take the coins here? Ogvast. Ogvazi, sorry. Didn't see very well. I mean, we can build a killer economy doing 2 trading posts and then a bunch of dwellings. Oh, I wasn't expecting that. Stronghold Fakir. Wow. Yeah, not sure about the move for Fakir's about the strong leader. You know what, since we didn't succeed to send a second priest on the cult, and that seems kind of dead, I'm very tempted to here go for... Well, there's 2 possibilities. Either we go for a temple and a trading post, the coin town, take the 2 workers and build 2 workers, 2 dwellings here. So that looks wrong. But then also just to might be a bit coin poor. You know what, I think I want water one. First thing. And then we can see. I think dwarves go for the 2-key town here. Anyway. And then my plan will be to take the coins, take the worker, and build a very, very strong economy. Sanctuary, I wasn't expecting that either. That's the game of surprise. I was expecting trading post, but Sanctuary I can understand. He doesn't want to build trading post before the trading post event. So what favorite tile did it go for? Water one, I suppose? And the 2-key town, as predicted. So I could go here for the 1-key town, the cult town, to get the second spade on the cult income. However, I feel that coins are important for me. And I feel I won't lack any spade in the game. So it probably means that we forfeit the Earth Cult to dwarves too. Well, maybe not, but we'll see. So Logos is here now. Everyone, seems like not a bad time in the end. Maybe 7 is a bit early, maybe 7:30, I don't know. Because we did have a lot of time, it did take a lot of time before finding the game, but maybe that was just today too. So yeah, my feeling here is that we won the coins. That's what we will lack in the game. However, I'm starting to think about taking this hex now. Won't grant me an as strong economy. But kinds of hurt dwarves and gives me a better chance to connect, I think. Yeah, full surrounded dwarves will be pretty. A black circle around, but I think I'm strongly thinking of surrounding him this way. Oh, maybe he heard me. Rip that plan. Alright. I don't know. I'm not seriously not seriously bothered by the move. It's quite fine. All right, so I don't. It's a lot of workers for sure. I mean, these two workers are like 4 workers. So let's take them. So we still have the option of connecting, but we also still have the option to just play for points. I mean, we're in a very good spot to just play for points, actually. So that's, I think, something we should not put already an end to. We should still keep that option open. What bonus do we want? So probably this is 4 points. This is worth 4 points too. This is coins, so probably I would prefer the coins. Not that we have enough to advance shipping really at this point. Yeah, you think blue is not connecting? I think he might. I think he's planning to do a town here. Hi Mike, by the way. So if I connect, I'll connect to the south, I'm pretty sure. We might even have possible 3rd town here. I mean, that's maybe a bit optimistic, but fakirs will come here at some point. So do we want 4 points or do we want a bunch of coins here? I think I want a coin. It will help us to keep our economy ruling. Again, I think it's a bit too early for us to advance shipping. Probably that will be for next turn, but so yeah, just for fun. That's tree structure. We'll have to have at least 5 structure on this island. So 8 structure. If we get 4 there, we are at 12, and if we get 2 here, we're at 14. So it seems pretty doable. We have a spade here. We can be kind of bothering to dwarf if we want. Or we can dig this that we probably won't use. Or maybe this one, just to keep it away from dwarves. Which is more bothering, this one or this one for dwarves? I'd say this one is more the bothering. That's not a bad point, Ultima. I like your way of thinking. Alright, convince me. Let's give him some let's give him some credit for his strategy. Play the muscle on the central island, and now I'm cowering. Oh wow, I think we're getting the 7 coin action. That will be crazy good for us. Yeah, definitely. With the 7 coin action, I'm considering all kind of scenario where I advance shipping now. Maybe I can do a town here too, and take a shipping town or something. I'm very happy with the idea of taking the shipping bonus now. Let's see, so if I do 1 trading post, 2 dwellings. That's 7 coins, still have 7. Probably I can advance shipping twice. Don't think it's crazy. So first thing I think I want to do is to upgrade this to trading post. So I can leech if he wants to do trading post, which he will. You have big objection against making towns over 7 value. You mean 7 points? Not at all. I think that often the priest town can be interesting, the cult town can be interesting in different circumstances. It really depends, especially for Darklings. I mean, you often go for the priest town early on. Alright, big leech is coming. I want it. I want it all. So do I run this way, trying to connect south, or do I go this way, trying to have both opportunities, but giving dwarves power in the meantime? That's what I'm wondering now. I mean, truth is we don't have much chance to connect north. However, we will get power from Fakir's jumping here. Eventually. So that can be interesting. You know what, let's advance shipping and think on it. A little bit more. Oh, 10 more than silver power value, you mean? Oh, I see, I see. I think it really depends. I think you should not be too rigid about this. It's hard to kind of establish general rule. It's funny. I never kind of really thought of it this way. I guess I do it very, very rarely now that I think of it. But I think that in general, people tend to be too much town focus. I mean, what is important is to expand. So the point is not so much that you're wasting power value on a town which is already formed, where you should be trying to work on a new town. So that's not, to me, that's not what stops me doing such kind of this kind of thing. To me, what I have in mind is more that I need to expand as fast as possible, and that will imply not building all in the same area usually. So I'm feeling like I might go this way now. Because Fakir's as a priest, he might jump here. Then I get an extra power. Of course, dwarves will be really happy for the power, for the extra power himself, but what do you want? Let's play this aggressively. I think, did Swarming just spend 3 workers for it? Yeah, really wanted that. I suppose he was afraid that I would go to a ship and take it, which I could have. But the plan is more to go south, I think. Fakir didn't jump here, which is not bad. I mean, it will just give us more power when he will. So I think I get another ship. So we'd see that's a good kind of example. we did advanced shipping, but we did it still by gaining point thanks to past shipping bonus. So it would have been a lot less good to advance shipping if it wasn't there. Since it's there, we can advance shipping, and even still, if we don't connect after getting 2 ships, it's not the end of the world, because it was a good scoring tool. So we can still have the option of going the point strategy here. So Dwarfs went 4 workers, interesting. I think he wants his last trading post. To me, that's what it says. Didn't probably follow closely enough the passing game here. So Dwarf is passing. Now, is there any chance that Fakirs won this? I don't think so. So I think I can just pass for the coins here. So we have terrific economy now. We'll get 4 coins from, so a total of 10 coins. And we still have 1 worker remaining, and we're making 6, so we'll have 7 workers, 10 coins, and 3 priests. It's really, really good. Dwarf still doesn't have his landscape down. Suppose it will come eventually. I mean, doesn't have a bad game in the end. We're questioning his move here, but he has a good position called, not a bad score. It will be interesting to see if Swarmlings go for the 7 coin action. He seems to be the only one who can. If he doesn't, that will be jolly good for us. Yeah, exactly. I don't think he's going for this, and the fact that he terraformed this kind of showed that he's not into that. So ideally we would like to build these 4 dwelling here, maybe do a temple somewhere. Okay, so he went for the coins in the end. That's probably too big a leech. I said I will take it all, but that's too big a leech. So yeah, I think just take these 2 hacks, maybe these 2. So the idea will be to do a town here. So that's 8 coin, that's 5 coins. With 13 coins, Alright, we just lost Earth. It's not a big deal. With 3 priests and 15 coin, we can build these 4 hexes, do a temple. Do we have still enough coins for next turn though? Because the next turn will require a lot of coins. I wonder if temple is the way to go. Well, let's start by going here. So once I get this hex, I mean, I guess it's still possible that Dwarves will take it, with so much resources for him and not giving him anything really, so I doubt he will. So yeah, as you see, Swarmlings will connect. That was his plan. Yeah, both coin towns are gone now. I took one and the Swarmlings took one. Could go for the power town as a kind of replacement. Is it worth it? I don't know. It's just 4 coins in the end. And Fakir still has a lot of place to jump. Who knows, maybe he will never jump there. I mean, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 place to jump. Well, and he was building 1 dwelling there. So does he build 3 trading posts and 3 more dwellings? I'm not sure. So it's not clear we have a town here. And he's not producing that much priest either. Suppose he will do a temple this time. Probably here. So he just secures Earth. I'm fine with that. I didn't want it for that much. I mean, it would have been nice to have it, but now I suppose he's threatening to take this. Maybe. I won't take a chance. I'll just take it. Because that's the key to connection. So you see we're almost connected now. So meaning that, you see, we were inclined to play on the cult, but it didn't kind of happen, and the network ended up opening, and now we're playing for that. Interesting. He's going to temple up there. So dwarves probably will take this hex. Otherwise we could consider doing a town here also. It has the advantage that we're sure to have enough neighbor to do it, because Fakir is already here. So one way to look at it, yeah, he's taking it. I think that's the right move. So the key hex, I think, is this one. Anyone went for no fire 2 yet. To me the key hex is this one. Because it helps us connect and prepare the third town around here. That's of course again presuming that Fakirs will end up jumping here or taking that hex or something. But one way or another we want this hex to connect, so let's take it. Yeah, triple terraforming on the mountain could be done. I mean, it doesn't stop dwarves from connecting because of landscape. But I think I prefer to secure connection first. We got a lot of leech. I am tempted to build that last temple. Get a priest and send it to the cult track. So you get 2 coins mainly. So we do lose 2 coins because of the trading post that we're losing, but we win 2 coins out of this event, so that's kind of not losing anything in that regard. And with 4 priests maybe we will have enough to actually dig these 2 hex and build a trading post and have our town here, and maybe we can even connect without 3 ship. Yeah, I like that. The only thing is that we're kind of short of work, of dueling. We're getting short of dueling. So, do we get there and then have enough to get here? Yeah, I suppose. I think it's going to be fine. Well, it's definitely a stretch. But if I don't have to pay to advance shipping, I'm saving coins for that at least. So I think there's a good chance that I'll be alright. I do have still a lot of leech in the bank. Here's what I'm thinking. Let's take this hex first. Maybe Fakir will jump here, and then we don't need to go this way. Maybe he doesn't. Swarming went for the shipping bonus. Maybe he doesn't, we still can use shipping to go here, do our trading post, and come back here. Of course we need to do a trading post first somewhere else. Yeah. So that was dual ID. And how much do we need? So I'm thinking we'll need three trading posts and 3 dwellings. So 3 trading posts is 9 coin and 6 worker. 3 dwelling is 3 workers and 6 coins. So that's 15 coins and 9 workers. We'll have an income of 6 coin. We'll have I think we have to pass for this bonus. I mean, the last dwelling here doesn't really matter. It's actually maybe, but oh, wait a minute. I didn't see if I came here. Hallelujah. I wasn't looking at the map at all. I was doing calculation. So yeah, that's what I was hoping to provoke. So that should make things a lot easier. So let's pass forward this bonus, which is good for Fakir. We want it. And I'm pretty confident that we have our 4th town here, our 3rd town here. Probably easily. So how much power we're doing? 2. So just for good measure, let's convert one. So now we need 4 workers. 4 dwellings, meaning 4 workers and 8 coin, for a total of 17 coins and 10 workers. Still a lot. But yeah. But you see, we're almost already set. I mean, yeah, I thought about the bridge in the forest, yeah. But now it's not needed anymore. So I think now it's pretty much just execution. Come here, do a trading post, come here, do a trading post. Come here. This to me looks pretty much in the bag. Well, I haven't followed very closely how the other are doing. Maybe dwarves are a threat. Is it a threat on network? Somehow, yeah. I could consider, now that I have the past stronghold building, I could consider building the stronghold too at some point. So hello this, I'm guessing it's you. Yeah, why did they build a stronghold? It was a questionable decision, I think. It was in round 3 and you had the past stronghold sanctuary and you wanted to make the most out of it. It was also a town round, so he could have just used gain 5 points for his town, hard digging the brown, and use the town to advance his range. If a strat digging, I was considering taking the red to minimize the kind of shipping that I need to connect. Maybe, yeah. Maybe I'm not worried enough about dwarves here. He's having a good game on cults. Swarmlings really abandoned the cults during the game. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm beating dwarves on network because, I mean, he's building another one. But will he build that much more? Not sure. Not calculating. For a 1 point I won't be calculating. Maybe I will regret it later, but if I lose by 1 point, you will remember this time. What town is still available now? We have the priest, we have the shipping, the point town. Cult town, even, will be considered. Power telling them if we want to build a stronghold. I mean, what do we have left to do? Certainly one dwelling here. That's a no-brainer. now. So at least 2 trading posts and 2 dwelling. That's 4 worker and 6 coins, and 4 worker, 2 worker, 4 coins. So we need 10 coins and 6 workers. So we have our 10 coins. We have more than 6 workers. Yeah, I don't think we need to worry too much about dwarves. I think we hit this. We'll take this slowly. Wonder if we could have got 3 towns without fire 2 in this game. I think we could have. So we still have a lot of points coming. I wonder if going for the power town could allow us to build 1 more temple. Probably doesn't worth it. Wonder probably dwarves will use the spade to go down to 4 dwellings. Wonder if swarmlings Swarming doesn't have his landscape yet on. I think I should decline that. Yeah. At the same time, yeah, I'm all set. Alright, I still need 1 trading post and 2 dwellings. So 7 coins. I have them. I'll have 3 work left, that will be just 1 point, so that's fine. Let's just decline it. Swarmlings have so much resources now. Didn't notice that, but wow. I suppose he's advancing digging now. He has to. Meaning that he'll probably be able to build... Maybe he gets the network. It's possible. Yeah, so that was likely. The horse is getting down to 4 buildings. Again, this back here. Well, he has one more jump in him. So yeah, he's probably jumping there. Here I think I'm going to delay the town a little. Ideally, yeah. Yeah. So what I don't want is to give dwarves another trading post here. He's playing in a long time. Okay. Yeah. Ah, it's giving him the bread. I didn't realize that, yeah. Maybe a mistake. So I think I want the power. Because it may lead to advancing shipping. Advancing shipping will be more points. So hopefully he does his extra jump now. I gave him his town, now it's time to reward me and do his extra jump and beat the dwarf on network. Or tie dwarves on network. Or take the cult town and beat him on the cult, maybe. Yeah, he's wondering what town. I mean, the simple thing will be to go for the priest town for him. Which means I won't be able to advance shipping as I want. Still can take the 11-point down, so it's not so bad. But yeah, I wasn't following too much the in-game chat, but I agree. I shall not. I mean, it's a game. I understand the frustration when someone blocks you, but when you're just criticizing someone for going for strategy, it's not that such a big deal. We've all started somewhere. We all make mistakes and learn. We all have our views on the game. It shall not be too strong on such things. So I suppose 11-point town at this point. We are connected. Probably will be beaten by swarmlings on network, but what do you want to do? Although he decided to send his priest here. That's a strange decision. Do I go network? Or I suppose he's going for a temple to try to beat dwarves on the water track. Then I think the 11-point down is fine. For me, I think should be enough. We'll pass with 134 and 135 with counting resources. So more than 20-point advance, yeah, that's what I thought. More than 20 points advance on dwarves, it's probably enough. And we have a lot of networks over him, at least 9 points of network. I wonder now if Swarmling is really going for a network after all. Yeah, I guess. Okay. But it didn't put the landscape. You had to put the landscape down. Well, it can still put it down. So Swarmling will get us on network. That's unfortunate. Oh, you think you wanted to go for a trading house? I think you want to go for network. Well, it's true that the trading house is much more points, so yeah, you're right about that. Should have put the landscape, because dwellings don't worth any point anyway. For him, he doesn't have Earth 1, so you put the landscape, then you build, and then you do your trading house. Yeah. So you can have a look here. So network, for him it's in the end just 3 points. Oh, he didn't build the strong landscape. I should have. I think that's a mistake. Alright, so we're getting crumbs on the calls. We're getting first tie on network in the end. It's a pretty good game. I was lucky at the end. Oh, he has no essay. That's a good point. Oh, I didn't realize that. I mean, I'm so used to swarmlings building their sanctuary that I then thought that he didn't have he could not build the landscape. Okay, so that makes things easier. Yeah. I mean, I think that for the sake of illustrating Darklings, it was a good game. But overall, I think some interesting moves were made in this game. Some move that kind of surprised me, unexpected move. But yeah, so let's see, big score. It's kind of typical Darkling game where you just wait and are not sure to connect, and you may connect, but you're focusing on point, and then the opportunity arrives and you just jump on it. So for that, I think it's a very good illustration of Darkling strategy. If we get a quick look at how the victory points were done, so it seems we've played the track much better than anyone else at 28 points. We've done a lot through favor too. I mean, got Earth 1 after only one building, and then got Water 1 just after with the temple. So I think that was very strong. Got 10 points of bonus score. I know compared to other players, I'm often playing a bit less on bonus. So yeah, playing a bit less with the bonus than most of the player. That's something I want to discuss at some point, maybe on a video on YouTube about to play bonus, because I feel that people are overplaying bonus a lot. Point bonus, I think often I just bother about them in round 5, 6, and for the other I just go for economic bonus. But yeah, that's maybe part of my style, because I know a lot of strong players don't play them this way. So town, we did 3 towns. That's a lot of points. We were able to do 15 points on network. It was big. So 12 points on dwarves and closest rivals. So 8 points on cult. We didn't do a lot. We ended up going for a different strategy. That's very often what I end up doing with Darklings. I kind of considered the possibility of going cult, and then everyone go cult, and I say, okay, let's just turn to something different. And again, that's the flexibility of Darklings. That's how that's their strength. They can wait and see what others do and go for what people are not doing. So 24 points of faction points. That's a funny game because 24 faction point is huge, but we are third in faction points. 28 for dwarves and 32 for swarm, for factors. But yeah, so it's huge. I mean, 24 is huge, especially because it gives you a good economic advantage at the same time. Advanced in shipping, kind of normal. So yeah, we did score a lot. 155, got a lot of, well, a reasonable amount of leech. So we started at 16, still got 158 in the end. So pretty strong game overall. Yeah, it's once you get the hang of Darklings, and it took me a while to get the hang of Darklings. At the beginning, I really didn't got them. But yeah, once you kind of understand what they're about, you'll see that big score will come for sure. I have no doubt. They will come. And the key, yeah, the key is, it's again not complicated. You build your sanctuary around 2. Here I had, every time you think that you have a shot at taking an economic favor before doing the sanctuary, it's always very good. Here I had the chance to take Earth 2. I took the chance actually, because I knew I could lose Earth 1 this way, but I thought if I did lose Earth 1, I will go to econ favor and will be fine. I thought the track, I think, was okay for that. Then once you have your sanctuary up, you build a bunch of dwelling, and you basically play the track, and you can almost play any event on the track. So yeah, a bunch of dwellings, and then just whatever the track is about. Alright, so I've tried to follow Twitch chat and to answer orally. I think there was a lot going on in the in-game chat, but will not want to follow that and start typing and kind of lose track of the game. I'm sorry. So if players from the game watch the replay and see, so I'm sorry for that. I would have liked to communicate more this way, but I think it's better to talk than type when you're doing this kind of exercise. So I was a bit worried at the beginning. It seems that not many people were around both for playing and on the chat, but in the end there was many people who joined and some new people. So very glad to see, especially Ultima, who did a big contribution to the forum. So the very strong 2-player game. Hope we convince him to play 4-player. I think once you get into 4-player, it's a lot of fun. But yeah, thanks a lot, guys. It was really fun, actually. I think the chat was very animated, and I had a lot of fun. So yeah, hopefully, I think my impression is that at this time, there's often a lot of people around, a lot of strong people around, a strong player around. So maybe we can have like an all-elite game next week. Will be really cool if that's possible. So yeah, thank you a lot for tuning in. So yeah, if you follow the channel, there will be more Darklings videos. So that was a kind of little example on how to play them. And hope to see you next week. So again, I'm very busy at the moment with the intensive class and full-time work and animating the channel. So not more than one stream a week for now, for sure. But definitely I'll be there next Tuesday. So bye.